Yesterday was butchering day and we processed, actually I don't even know how many we processed because we've lost some birds and etc. But we're around the 35-ish count. So our birds have been resting in these coolers with ice since yesterday. And we are going to heat wrap shrink them. So a friend of ours built this little drying rack for us, and I'm going to show you how we use it and how we wrap up our bags. We purchased our bags this year from Amazon from FL Poultry Shrink Bags. They're made in the USA. They're probably pretty decent. The thing about the bags that we bought, they are ones that you poke holes in them, which I'm not really fond of that method. So we have a plastic tube that we will use as the straw. I've seen some people poke holes in them, but when they use the straw method, they prefer it a little bit better. So we're going to go with the straw method, and I'll show you how that works. But yeah, I ordered these on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. But I've been told that Texas Poultry is a really good company to deal with. But we're up here in Canada, so it's hard for us to access a lot of the shrink wrap bags. So I had to get these through Amazon as I was late to ordering. So it was what I could get. So we're going to start on the cooler that we had most of our birds in first. And basically our birds need to dry. Hopefully these bottles work. Doesn't look like they are going to work. Shoot. As we tucked our feet into the skin, the Gatorade bottles that we used for this project are just a smidge too big, so it just requires a little finagling. So Gatorade bottles is what we had. You can slip the foot out if you need.
Just a foot?
I think just 1 foot, yeah. Okay, it took us a while to get them on the Gatorade bottles. I wouldn't recommend Gatorade as they're a wider bottle, but they are doing the trick. I would probably do like just water bottles or wood or PVC pipe. The thing with a PVC pipe is that with anything plastic is it's relatively easy to clean. Wood is a little bit harder. But now we're just gonna let these birds just kind of drip dry and wait for the water to come up to temp. And once the water comes up to temp, then we'll wrap them. So some of these birds got really mangled in our plucker, which is fine.
This is the one that had them.
And what we did on some of them, we tried to do it on all of them, but sometimes we tore the skin. So we cut a slit in the skin and then we slipped the legs through. So it just kind of makes it nicer for presentation and for roasting. But it seems like for putting on here, it was actually easier if the legs weren't in. But we kind of figured out a trick that if you start with the back first and then hook the front, then it stays on a little bit easier. Okay, so you get a bag, you get zip ties, and you also get labels with your poultry wrap bags. But it's a fairly simple thing. You just want to take your shrink wrap bags, and you're just going to put them over the birds. Yeah. And bring them down as low as you can. So depending if you're selling your birds or if you're keeping your birds, you may or may not want to keep the necks attached. For our birds, we keep the necks on, and then when we roast them, we'll just take the necks, like after they're done roasting and we turn the remaining bones into broth, then we will use the necks at that time. But basically, we just want to stick the hose in there. We might be able to snip this. So I stuck the straw in, so the straw is here against the breastbone. And then you just twist it. And then twist tie it as tight as you can. And then we're going to shrink wrap it. So it's just like this. And because of that straw, the air is going to be able to escape and it's going to be able to seal up all around it. Okay, we're at 200 or 190. So we want to just dip this in. Make sure your straw can breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might need a few more seconds. And there you have it. Then we want to take, can you pull this straw out? Me?
Sorry.
It's okay, pull it out. There we go. And zip tie it a little bit more.
And now it's
And I like to be safe. I just like to do another dip on the other end.
And now it's kind of like a vacuum seal.
And now it's completely sealed. Okay, Sam, go ahead.
5 seconds?
Yeah, give or take. You want to just kind of watch it. Dip it in for 5 and see. Make sure the straw can breathe.
Yeah, I might dip it in for a bit.
Yeah, you're doing good. The swill.
Oh, my fingers.
Okay, so take the straw out. Hold your chicken. Don't hold the whole bird, and I'll pull. Okay. Then just dip that end. Tighten your zip tie. Even tighter. As tight as you can go. And then I just dip that end in once more. There you go. Good. Now you can go toss it in the cooler.
The way the rubber it is kind of sounds like a
5.14 pounds. Packaged on August 8th. And we'll also write it on the bird. That's not gonna work.
Heads up!
We're done. I'm so happy. The boys, I'm sure, are pretty happy. We are done with mate birds for the season. I still have some cleanup to do. I'm not going to worry about that. I got called in for a shift at work. So we're going to take these birds, go for a quick swim, come home, and then just relax before I got to take off. But here is all of our birds. So we've got 3 coolers full, and then we've got like our bag of feet. We've got a bag of heads, a bag of gizzards, livers, and hearts. But yeah, we're done. How was it, guys?
Good.
Yeah?
I butchered 3 chickens. Hi, Needle.
How was it, Marcus? Even though you did just labeling and stuff? Next year I'll help butcher? Or maybe you just do gizzards?